There we go.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Yay.
We are here with Andrea and Dan and me, Susan. We are doing Geek Out live stream, and we have a special episode prepared for you. But we also want to give you guys some updates, and then we'll get into it. So, first and foremost, tell us if you're here. Let me make sure we're actually streaming well into the group. You might notice that Andrea's in a different location than normal. Andrea, do you want to tell where you're at?
I am visiting Salt Lake City to visit just a bunch of amazing entrepreneurs.
Awesome. So yes, you got the Market Street behind you. It kind of looks like Seattle. Like,
It does. I mean, aside from there being a ceiling, yeah,
because isn't
totally right.
the one in Seattle called Market Street? Yeah, where they throw the fish.
Yeah.
Well, it's also kind of missing the ocean too. So that's
you don't get the smelly ocean smell. Okay,
there's
all
mountains.
Right. We are good. Okay, so first thing before we get into the meat of our content today, hello, we've got people joining us. Let me see if I can see your names, and I may not. Okay. We have a challenge starting next week. You guys maybe missed when did we talk about that? We announced it last Friday?
Yeah.
It was last
Friday and then kind of throughout this week.
Yeah. So last Friday, we kind of did a look at the things that we've been building in 2.0. One of those is our after party challenge that is starting this next week, and it goes with the Your First Funnel Challenge. So if you are someone who has gone through the Your First Funnel Challenge, but you didn't get your funnel launched, or you want to go through it again and see what we have in store for you, if you want to go through our after party, they go together. So I'm going to put the link in the comments in all the places that we are streaming to. But it's geekoutconnect.com/afterparty. And there's a really hilarious video on the page if you want to go and check out our hilarious video that is like 10 seconds long.
So fun.
But so fun. Okay. There's one place where I put the link. Okay. There we go. All right. And then
I will say too, and Susan, you might have already mentioned it, the sound cut out just a little bit, but I would say that even if you are a long time funnel builder, but 2.0 is new, or you just want to kind of come and geek out and go a little bit deeper, we do some of that in the after party. So come hang out. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. And so if you've gone through the challenge before, you know what it's like. You're building and launching your first opt-in funnel, and there's there might be some places where you get stuck or hung up. And the point of our after party is there's homework that Russell gives you every day. And the point of our after party is to help you get the homework done, actually have like our tips and ideas of how to get it done, and actually have time to go and get it done. So that is the intention there.
And we also have some surprises now that ShareFunnel is back. I'll just leave it at that. So if you come, it'll be worth it. It'll be awesome.
Prizes. Amazing. Okay. And then speaking of ShareFunnel back, Dan is here to give us some updates of what is new this week, because they have put some new stuff into ClickFunnels.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen here real quick. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm going to anyway. So hopefully nothing will blow up. And so Susan, if you can do that. So in the Geek Out group and also in the CF Ninja Hackers group, I put a post in here from Greg Dakins, who runs the funnel building certification program. And he had shot a video for our group telling us that the ShareFunnels are back. And the cool thing about it is now you can also attach your affiliate link to any ShareFunnel you put out there. So if somebody is not already a member and they sign up, they will become your affiliate underneath you. And the key to this, before you can fill out the form, you can see it very small here on the screen. Before you can fill that out, you have to actually be a ClickFunnels 2.0 affiliate. So go through the affiliate sign up process. Then you can get access to this form. Well, you get access to this form, but you can't fill it out all the way because you're not an affiliate yet. So if you want to get credit for a share funnel, make sure you sign up for the program, get this all filled out. Let me see what else I had on my list is imports. They said that right now they should have about 25% of the people, the bulk import has been rolled out to them. So you can have a CSV file of 10,000 people from wherever you pulled it from and be able to upload that into ClickFunnels. So they thought that probably by middle of next week or so, it should be rolled out to most everybody to be able to do that. Also, PayPal integration has been set up now inside of Payments AI. So it's basically 2 clicks, put in your PayPal email address, and boom, your PayPal is now directly integrated with your Payments AI. Coupon codes are coming very soon. And we know that because there is a new offer they just put out there. And I don't need that open. So here's the new offer they put out there. And you can see right here, they got the coupon code built into this ClickFunnels page. So we know that that'll be coming soon. And what we'll do is we'll drop the link to this. It's funnelsandtemplates.com/ft-home. Anybody can come in here and get signed up for this. And when you do, first off, it's free. They do ask that you put in a credit card just because they're going to try to upsell you down here at the bottom. And who knows, there could be another page. I didn't go through the funnel. So you got that. And when you do that, you'll go on your customer center page and you'll get this new funnels and templates. And then inside of there, you're going to get all kinds of different funnels. Actually, let me just click on this one here. I think it shows more. Maybe it doesn't. Let me see here. ClickFunnels templates. I forget. Yeah. So here it shows you a bunch of different templates that they have built out for us, and they're giving them all away for free. Plus they got some packs of all kinds of different little graphics and tools and buttons. And there's 2 pages of these things here of all these different little graphics that they're going to give you. And so, like I said, get signed up for that for free. And then I was also going to say, don't forget that Winter Jones has a tool as well. And Susan, you said you dropped a link to it in here earlier today, or a link to a video.
Yep,
okay,
right there.
Yeah, there's a link to a video right here. And what we'll do is here and above, we will drop in the link to the tool. It's a Chrome extension that Winter has built that will transfer your 1.0s over to 2.0. So your 1.0 funnel pages over to 2.0. And then Susan, was there something else you wanted to say about that?
Yes. So I will put the link for the 1.0 to 2.0, but the one that I just put in the comments is not that. It is Winter's newest tool. And it is, if you are a Go High Level user and you're like, okay, let's go to ClickFunnels 2.0. This is a very quick demo of what that looks like. And hopefully you can hear it. You might have to turn your volume up a little bit.
Hey there, today I wanted to add a new...
Oh, let's have it actually play. Hold on. Oh, no.
Oh, you broke it.
There we go.
Hey there, today I wanted to add a new feature to the ClickFunnels transfer tool. It allows anyone to copy a Go High Level page since they have such a similar underlying structure. Let's just go to gohighlevel.com and open the extension and click copy. Bam, super easy. Oh, look, this customer support person at the bottom right looks familiar. I've seen her all over online. I guess she works at GHL now. Anyways, after I have copied the sales page, I can go to ClickFunnels 2.0 and open the page editor and open the transfer tool, then press the big button that says paste. And in a few seconds, we'll have the page cloned, gohighlevel.com sales page in ClickFunnels 2.0. Wait, what?
I like the wait what at the end.
So in case you didn't catch that, that was a joke. Winter was going down the route of building a tool, a migration extension that would move Go High Level to 2.0. But he decided he didn't want to do it at the moment. But if there is demand, he will continue it. But in the video, what happened, if you didn't catch it, you'll have to go back. But the link is in the comments if you want to go watch it yourself, is He's trying to migrate the Go High Level landing page into 2.0, and it ends up being a ClickFunnels page because it just like won't accept the Go High Level into ClickFunnels, which is hilarious. So kudos to Winter for making that. I thought it was so funny this morning. And okay, so are we ready to get into the main topic of the day?
I think we are.
Okay. Let me turn my volume down. Okay. All right. So what we're talking about then is why we choose to use ClickFunnels and why we've made it basically the foundation of our tech stack. And our tech stack, we affectionately call it our geek stack, with ClickFunnels at the foundation. And then it's everything else that we use with it to make it the best system possible for ourselves, for our clients, to give the customers of ourselves and our clients the best user experience, the best customer journey experience. And so we're going to give you a little bit of a, I don't want to say unfiltered because it's going to be like fine, but that's not I can't think of any other word to use, but we're going to kind of give you our candid outlook of why we use ClickFunnels and why we think you should also still use ClickFunnels if it's right for you. So, Andrea, do you want to kick us off? Are you in a position to do that?
Yeah. So I think, as we were coming into today's topic, we knew it was really important to say something about like, why do we choose to stay with ClickFunnels? Pretty much daily
we're
basis,
having connection issues with Andrea.
Client, important to. Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yes, it's kind of choppy. We might have to go with what you were saying and finish your thought. I think you're okay now. Go for it.
I was just saying, I was saying on a daily basis, it's sometimes hard to say, hey, yes, stay with ClickFunnels, right? Because I mean, in full transparency, we know that it's still beta. We know we're working through some things, right? And so sometimes that's hard to weather that storm, especially when you have your businesses and your livelihood that's depending on it. But I think that I think it's important, really, really important for all of us to remember that playing the long game is important in order for you to actually gain dividends in your business, like big wins in your business. I also think that making the tech decision that you make needs to be based on your own value system and how you want to bring your company into existence. And so I know that all of us come together, and most on our geek out community and most funnel hackers, right? They come together because we value freedom. We really have this thing inside of us that wants to come out in our own unique expression of it into the world. And we want control over it. And we want to be able to make it bend to our will and develop how we want to develop it and have flexibility in that. And I think time and time again, even though we've tried to go out to other platforms, we come back to ClickFunnels over and over and over again because it is the only platform that allows us to do that and still informs us with this amazing education and this amazing community behind it. There's just nothing else like it in the world. And then, okay, I just have to say one last thing, and then I know that you guys have so much there, but coming from the background that I came from, and I don't talk about it very often, but I oftentimes say that I got myself fired. Well, from after 18 years in corporate, right? Well, the reason for that was because of investor capital. So investors came in, they took over the company. They didn't care about the actual mission and what we were trying to do, because for investors, it's about return on your investment, right? And so I think that when you start to have investors coming into a software company, it infuses into the software itself, right? And it starts to not become about the customers and the mission, and more about, can I go public or can I get acquired? And so again, ClickFunnels is the only software that I know in this space that has not taken on that investor capital and remains committed to that community base with its primary mission, which is, for me and my life and how I want to live, a huge, incredible value of something I want to back. So those are just some of the reasons why I just every morning feel really good about staying with right where we're at. Yeah.
Dan, do you have anything you want to say? Speak your mind a bit.
Well, you guys told me I couldn't really say what I really thought, so I'll.
Do you want to think about it? Because I have things to say.
When you get as many gray hairs as I have, you tend to take the filter off the older I get, and I have to put it back on a little bit today, because I mean, one of the big things for me is obviously I love writing code, and I don't know as though other platforms if I were to leave ClickFunnels and go to them, that I could do it as easily. I mean, it's really funny because I was with WordPress before, and in WordPress, you can write all the code you want if you know how to get in there and write the PHP and do the templates and all that stuff. But day one of ClickFunnels, I opened it up. I went into the editor. I found the JavaScript box, and I started writing JavaScript code. I had never written JavaScript code in my life, but it was so simple. I went out, I Googled how to do some stuff. I figured out the JavaScript. I put it in there. I don't know as though there's any other platforms that is so intuitive and so easy that you can just put that in there. And the other thing I would say about other platforms, again, I haven't used a whole lot of them. Most of them I found to be incredibly clunky, the ones I've used. Kajabi, especially, I tested that out very highly one day because somebody's like, oh, I can do that all day long in Kajabi. And I went in there, it's like, you couldn't come 1/10 as close as you could to what I was doing with a Flexbox in ClickFunnels, and with absolutely no code in ClickFunnels. And I look at these other platforms and I just wonder, based upon their pricing models, how long they can last. There's one, everybody knows the name, not going to say it, but it was being sold for like $100. In fact, for a while, it was being given away for free. How can you give away your software for free or $100 for a lifetime deal and be able to buy support teams? ClickFunnels has hundreds of people working for them now. Yeah, I know people are complaining about support and, there's issues there. We all know it. But these other places can't afford the support teams. And with the ones I hear chatter all the time. It's I've heard that some of these are being built just for the purpose of being sold. And well, if you're doing that, you're not going to build a big support team. You're not going to care about your people. You're just going to get as many people in the door, because what are you really selling? You're selling a list. Why did YouTube get bought by Google? Why did Instagram get bought by Facebook? They were buying the list. We all know that. Russell tells the stories. We know that's why it's being done. And so they build up these big lists and then they're going to sell it. Well, if you're a one-man band and you decide to leave ClickFunnels and you're going to put out some templates for your people, and you're going to get a bunch of people who basically Russell Brunson created for you as customers, you're going to bring those people with you to this new software and you're going to give them a bunch of templates. Okay, great. You got no customer support and you're a one-man band. You're walking away from 500 people in support to go with one person. That to me is just insanity. But everybody gets to be crazy in their life if they choose. So that was my very filtered.
Nicely done, Dan. Nicely done.
It was very nicely done. Okay, my turn. So I think Andrea said a lot of the same things that I feel, but it comes down to the company and the mission behind the company. And we were all of us in here are attracted to ClickFunnels in some way, because that is the common denominator of everyone in this group. Like, the group is literally for ClickFunnels learning. Armando says, I want the unfiltered. Armando, you'll have to just DM Dan and ask him for the unfiltered. But so we all have something that drew us to ClickFunnels. It might be the message of the company. It might be the ease of the software. It might be Russell Brunson and his marketing, right? There's something there. And I think that if you really think about it, what is it that brought you in? You're not going to really find that anywhere else, because I think that it's like that magic ingredient, that thing that attracted you here to begin with. The community might even be one of them, right? And we're like a sub community of the big community, which is just like the coolest thing ever, that we've been able to create this sub community. But as a whole, we are part of ClickFunnels. We are a ClickFunnels community. That we are funnel hackers. That is what we do. And that can't be replicated anywhere else to the scale that it has been created here in ClickFunnels.
Well, and I got to add on something there really quick, Susan, because the reason I joined ClickFunnels was because of Russell Brunson. When I first saw ClickFunnels is because I was being coached at the time by Ed Dale, And he was building a site for somebody, and he said, hey, go check out this software. And I did, and I looked at it. I was like, wow, this is different. I've been working with WordPress. And so I looked at the code, saw it was ClickFunnels. I Googled it. I saw Russell Brunson, and immediately I was like, I'm in. Because I had been watching Russell Brunson for the last 15 years prior to that. I joined ClickFunnels in 2016. I'd been watching Russell Brunson for 15 years prior to that on Dan Kennedy's stages and on other stages. And I had bought his products in the past, including his micro-continuity product in like 2007, 2008. And as soon as I saw that, I said, oh, I'm in. Because I knew the quality of the man, I knew the quality of the content, and I knew where he was going places. It was very clear. A man, 22 years old or whatever he was, speaking on Dan Kennedy's stage with the presence that he had and the ability to teach and sell and the marketing ability he had, I just knew immediately. And, I know there's a lot of people out there who may not like the way Russell basically lives his life for real, on screen, for all of us, everything. And, he's a great family man. He, I absolutely love the fact that he's willing to put his religious beliefs out there, even though I'm not of the same belief. I have all the respect in the world for him to do that and honor him for doing that. And that's why I stay, is because of the man himself more than anything else.
I think that's a great point, because I know, especially when we get into this entrepreneur game, right, we're all a little vulnerable. I don't know about you guys, but I know I was coming in, I was at a point of desperation, right? I knew there was no way, I would rather die than go back to corporate. There was just no way, right? But I didn't know how. I didn't know how to become, I didn't know how to start my own company. I had no idea about online marketing, right? So there was an air of desperation, and I did throw my money at, I think, people who didn't take the responsibility and the gravity of that, right? And it wasn't until I came to ClickFunnels where once you were in that door, in that journey, and you weren't just hit up again, for dollars or to purchase something again, right? It was you're in the door, okay, let's go. And actually, Susan, as you were talking, I was we're kind of third generation funnel hackers, right? Russell, Catherine, and then right? But it was it's a testament to the communities that come out of that kind of mothership, just because the quality of people and character of the people that are there.
Well, and I'd also say, is what other owner of a large SaaS company like this? I mean, the man invented the industry. Let's not kid ourselves here. The man invented this industry. What other founder is still there today, on screen every week, who's writing books, who's spending his own money to buy companies for the purpose of testing out his theories so he can teach them to us? And give us, I mean, I just showed you this all the different templates and stuff here. Who else is just giving that stuff away? I don't know. Maybe there is somebody. If there is, let me know. Okay, fine. I'll go check it out. But I don't know of any other companies that are that generous and are constantly giving and giving and giving. You go somewhere else, and that what you just received for free here, you're going to be paying $297 for somewhere else. You might be able to get, we're going to get our 24 template pack over here, but you're going to be paying for it, or you're going to have to come and sign up for the software under me. And oh, by the way, I white labeled it from the other bigger company. And so, whatever. Go ahead, Susan. Say something more intelligent than where I'm going here.
Yeah, no, I think you nailed it, Dan. I think I was about to get a little more a little more candid, but I think you just said it all.
I'll take it. I'll take the hits.
Take the hits. But no, I think in the end, with all that we've said, we've gotten a little fluffy with our reasons, right? When you come down to the facts of the software, here's what I wanted to say. Okay, I'm speaking my mind.
You're so on the same page, Susan. Let's go. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I was talking to Andrea about this the other day. I was like, Andrea, what would be going on right now if they never announced 2.0? If they just continued on with what we already had, what would be happening right now? And I think that nothing. I think the answer is nothing. None of the drama, none of the, ClickFunnels isn't working. Because the truth is, we still have what we had a year ago. like nothing changed with the original stuff. It's not like they took what was working and made it break. Like we still have the ability that we've always had to go and create funnels and make money. So I don't understand why a new software comes out and it is clearly beta and it's being rolled out in phases. We knew that from the beginning, that because of that, people are all bent out of shape about like, oh, I'm leaving. They're never going to get their act together. And I'm like, you have what you had. Like, what's the problem here? And I just don't get it. And what I think is going to happen is that those that are doing that are eventually going to come or want to come back. And they're going to be in a position where their customers may lose their trust in them because they keep moving them around from software to software, thinking that that's the magic thing that's going to serve their customers the best. And really, what's going to serve their customers the best is teaching them actual principles and strategy and marketing that really could be applied anywhere. And they don't need to move to the next thing that looks like it's the better thing, when in reality, ClickFunnels Classic is still the best funnel builder on the market. Hands down. And it was built almost, a decade ago?
Yeah, I love that
point. It's still the best one. And then 2.0 is just on steroids, and they're improving it every day.
What I would say to that is the people you hear griping with the loudest voices are the ones who have been around forever, around since before me in many cases. They're the ones who are griping the loudest about the problems with 2.0, when you're right, they still have 1.0 and they could just be working just fine. They can still be building funnels for people just fine. So again, I can speculate, but again, I'm filtering today, so I won't. But one thing that you brought up, though, about jumping from one software to the next, to the next, to the next, when I was in the mortgage business, I, because of some unfortunate things that happened, I changed companies like 3 times in 1 year. And one of my best referral sources was an attorney. And he said to me, he goes, Dan, I can't send you business anymore because I don't know where to find you because you keep changing companies. That was a real kick in the head for me. And I spent the next 10 years or 8 years, I think, at the same company, mostly because of that. Because every time you jump, you lose a little bit of something, if nothing else, credibility.
Well, I also think that you lose momentum. So like software is, especially more sophisticated software, right? It takes a while to learn it and to adapt to it and get it into your business and make it do what you want it to do, right? There's a learning curve with any software. And so I think that you also lose the investment in that, that momentum every time that you shift. And I also think that a lot of times we blame the software for what actually, software at the end of the day is dumb. So software just is a reflection of our own innovation or lack thereof. Like that is the essence of software. And so I think there's something to be said, even in our geek stack, right? We do have some software, like Dan and I spent 3 hours yesterday getting First Promoter to work. It could have been really easy. And I was tempted to be like, man, screw it. First Promoter sucks, but it is the best software on the market for affiliate right now. And all the logic says that. So it's like, okay, then we put in the time and we make it work. And I think that's the name of the game with software. It's just stack it and make it work.
So just to clarify what Andrea said there, if anybody wants to set up an affiliate program now inside of ClickFunnels 2.0, we broke the code last night, and we will be making that available to people here coming very soon.
Awesome.
Yep. And then the other thing I'll say about the software too is that, and this is, it's the hardest part of software development. And that is deciding to invest in architecture decisions is something that is it is a very tough decision for a company, because you don't see, and the users don't feel, the customers don't feel the impact of those architectural decisions for a while. So like you're in the long game when you're doing it. And it takes great commitment and great vision in order for a company to do that. And I just want to remind people of when Todd brought in the lead architect in Silicon Valley in order to infuse great architecture into 2.0, that is not, it's so hard to articulate what a difficult decision that is as a company to do that, because again, you will not see the benefits of that architecture for a while in the actual user interface. But it's critical in terms of making really great user experiences and making great opportunities like open API and an open marketplace, and all of us to be completely innovative on that platform. That architecture is critical. And I everything in me and my entire gut and everything that I've read and seen tells me that their investment in the architecture in 2.0, it is a game changer. We just haven't realized the benefit of it yet, because again, it takes a while for architecture to be felt and seen on the end customer.
Yeah. And one thing just to kind of point out is that this is still like a baby software, right? We've established it's still, I don't know if they officially consider it beta, but I still consider it beta. And it should be considered beta. They're still fixing things and rolling things out. But it's still very young. And Russell has said that when they built the original ClickFunnels, it took them 2 years to get people to start using it. And so they had time with the original classic ClickFunnels. They had time to work things out because they just took them a while to get people to adopt it. And so if we just give that same grace for 2.0 of like, we should just expect about 2 years for them to figure out all the kinks and get things rolled out. And it's not unheard of. And I'm sure Andrea, in her experience in her past career, can attest to this happens when new software is rolled out. Like, it's not a unique thing to ClickFunnels. And it's just, I think that it's just the community and the scrutiny that it's under is unique.
Especially a company that would have the audacity, and I say that with love, have the audacity to not actually get the capital for the resources that you would actually need to take this venture on. To be really clear, we all know that like ClickFunnels is, billion-dollar company, whatever. Like, it has a lot of money, but I'm telling you that it is not a lot when it comes to like comparable software in Silicon Valley and the type of capital that they're getting. It is quite an audacious goal that they have taken on. Very impressive.
Amazing. Okay. Does anyone else have anything else that
okay, so
about?
I will say, and this might be like a downer, but I will say that, okay, in full truth, right, though, because we have these conversations every day of like, should I stay? Should I switch? If you haven't seen it, we did do our Should I Switch series. And so go check it out. We're really candid in all of those. There are some reasons why it might be good for you to switch. And we talk about that in the Should I Switch series. So I think it's important for us to not incredibly be dogmatic or blind to our loyalty, right? We are unapologetically biased, but we also make sure that we want to keep it real. So check that out. And you can definitely see kind of the pros and cons. And again, why we continue to come back to the decision we've come back to. But I would encourage everybody, find the technologies that is right for you and what you value and how you want to bring your business into the world. That's the most important part.
Yeah. Very well said. Dan, any other final thoughts?
No, I said it all.
We've said it. I think that we can all move on now, because this is discussions that the three of us and Nicole as well, who's not with us on the stream. Nicole Kuntz, our funnel builder. Discussions that we have often.
I think there were a lot of people having this discussion in the last week.
Yeah. And it's come to a head. We did the Should I Switch series, and it's like, okay, this is our wrap up. This is airing it all out. This is why we stay, and we're making a statement about it, and take it or leave it. If you don't like it, you're not right for the community, and we wish you the best. So
now let's roll up our sleeves and let's like build some funnels and make some money and grow some businesses and have some impact. Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Let's do the work. Okay. All right. We'll wrap this up. Thanks everyone for jumping on. Armando, you were amazing in the comments. I love all of the comments that you left. And we will be back next week. Next week is the beginning of the After Party Challenge that goes hand in hand with the Your First Funnel Challenge. I did drop the link into the comments early on, so it should be in there already. but it's geekoutconnect.com/afterparty. Here it is. And yes.
Oh, I was just going to say, and one thing, if you are in the group, you guys might start seeing, so we are starting to populate guides in the Facebook group. One of the areas is some of the offers. So we try hard not to go hard sell on you guys, but we do know that some of you guys have reached out to us to join the academy and to do a hands-on geek session, which is a private session with one of us where we just like roll up our sleeves and we get some stuff done. So we just want to make sure that you guys can connect to that if you need it. So you might see some posts and some in the guides about that, just as a heads up. But again, in true fashion, our goal is not to pitch, our goal is to serve, but just want to give you guys a heads up that you're going to be seeing those roll.
She froze. You're going to see those roll out.
At some point.
All right.
And next time we'll make sure Andrea is not at an airport.
Yes. Okay. We will see you all next week. Have an amazing weekend and go build some funnels.